Oh, we're back. We're here. We're here. Episode four. Episode four. Episode four.
Episode 4, baby.
Episode four. We are doing the 2025-2026 NFL awards episode. Here we go. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with best quarterback. Mirza, you go first.
So you might not like this take. I have two different things between MVP and best quarterback. But if you do best quarterback, I went with Stafford. Because, statistically, all the stats this season, he was the best quarterback. But I want to say he's the most valuable quarterback, but he was the best quarterback of the season. I mean, he leads in almost every stat minus the rushing stats. So it was pretty straightforward for that.
I think that's ascertained and stupid, and I disagree. I think there's one quarterback who is the best of the season. It's got to be Drake May. I understand the Stafford love. I understand why. I mean, you're a Rams fan. It's clearly biased. Let's just call it what it is.
No,
I know
no,
I'm a Pats fan,
no.
but I listen. He leads the league in um in
And
completion percentage. Completion percentage. All
there
right.
you go.
He has 4,294 yards this season. He has 31 touchdowns on only 8 picks. He also, those touchdowns, he could have had 40. If he was like Matthew Stafford and when they were at the 1 yard line, they threw a goal line fade to Devontae Adams every single time. Yeah, he would have had, he could have done that to Keyshawn Boutte or Stephon Diggs the whole entire season, and he would have had 50 touchdowns this year. But no, we ran it in with Travion Henderson a lot. We ran it with Ramondre Stevenson a lot. We had a little running game going, and he scored more rushing touchdowns too. I think when you talk about the best quarterback this year, Drake May had more wins. He had a better stats that are like, overall team stats. And he was just, I think when you look at the progress that he made this season, there's just nobody else that comes to my mind for best quarterback than Drake May. I understand Matthew Stafford. If Matthew
Totally.
Stafford does get the MVP award, we're not on MVP yet. We're not on MVP yet, but if he does get the award, it's all right. He'll be a Hall of Fame lock. I'm a Stafford fan, but we'll get to the MVP later. But yeah, that's my reasoning for Drake May.
Nice. You want to go on to running back?
Let's go best running back. Yeah.
All
Who'd you
right.
say?
So I went ahead with still JT, Jonathan Taylor. Even
Oh,
though like the first half was amazing, he kind of fall off in the second half, but he's literally what carried that Colts offense. I mean, at any point, especially when Daniel Jones got hurt, he was literally the only offense on that team. Other than like the last game, but like dude, if you see, he almost if they were still in playoff contention, he would have maybe broken a touchdown record, maybe, but that's all in what ifs. But that's who I went with running back.
yeah. I went a different route. I went Bijan Robinson.
Ooh,
I think so. Jonathan Taylor. So he has the best individual performance to me. For me, I think the game that he played against Atlanta, where he had 200 something yards, 3 touchdowns. That game was like unbelievable. That was one of the best performances that we saw this season, and honestly, the best this year. I am going to go with Bijan Robinson though. He had the most yards. He had the most scrimmage yards, 2,298 scrimmage yards. Absolutely insane.
that's
Um,
crazy.
that season, which he leads the league in that. He had the longest run of the season as well, 93 yards, a 93-yard run, which is the longest run of any running back this year. 1,478 yards, only 7 touchdowns rushing, but then he had 4 touchdowns receiving. So I think Bijan Robinson, when you talk about a guy who kind of kept Atlanta in the mix the whole entire season, he's the guy that comes to mind. And he had the best season as a running back this year. There wasn't really a clear like winner this season. I think like Saquon Barkley obviously was the best running back last year, but like
Yeah, this
this
year.
year, I think it was up to it was definitely up to debate. I'm gonna go Bijan.
Nice. I honestly kind of forgot, even though he's like one of my favorite players. I love Bijan.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
was
a
good.
great pick. What about your wide receiver, Casey? What was your best wide
I
receiver?
mean, it's between two guys right now.
Yep.
Like we know the two guys are. They just play each other in the same game. For the NC Championship game. I gotta go Jackson Smith and Jigba. I gotta go Jackson Smith and Jigba. He was actually incredible this year. I think he is a huge, huge reason why the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl right now. And I think you can credit the quarterback play for Matthew Stafford to Puka Nakua. Obviously, Nakua was the other wide receiver. if there was any speculation who the two were we were talking about. But
Nah,
I
bro,
think
Kadarius Toney, bro. What do you know about Kadarius Toney?
Yeah, Kadarius Toney. Yeah, he didn't play at all this year.
Nope.
Yeah, yeah. I went in Jigba just because I think he had. I mean, I think Puka had more yards, right?
I don't know.
I
I don't
think he
know
had
this.
more yards and more touchdowns. But I think the overall impact that Jackson Smith-Njigba had on the Seahawks was just so insane. I mean, the Seahawks they didn't go to the playoffs last year. I don't think that Sam Darnold really changed so much of Seattle. I think a lot of it was Jackson Smith-Njigba. I think his ability to make big plays, his route running was insane this season. He had just an incredible year, performance after performance, week after week. He just put up crazy numbers. Um, he just had some insane plays. Puka Nacua also had some insane plays.
Oh yeah.
He had some crazy catches I saw this season. It really could be a toss between the two. I'm going to give the edge to Jackson Jigba just because I think his overall impact on the Seahawks was greater than Puka Nacua's impact on the Rams. And that's what I'm gonna say.
I didn't have anything different. I put literally in my notes this says Puka Nacua or JSN. But I was leaning towards JSN because he's also my other award winner. Because I just think he was, like you said, more valuable to the team than Puka was because he just was the difference maker for Seattle. I have not much more to add because you literally said what I said, but like, or as I was thinking. So
Yeah,
I'm going with JSN too.
there you go. All right. Best tight end. I think this is probably easy. There's really only one guy that comes to mind. Who'd you go with?
I went with Trey McBride.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's who I went with. It was the only clear. I think he was like the only tight end with efficient numbers this year. I can't think of any others because like Bowers was hurt, Kelsey was kind of washed. Who else? Sam Laporta hurt. So I like all these big name tight ends. Just all like he was the only one to prove anything and
Al
put
Pitts
up
had a good
numbers.
season though too.
Yeah, more at the end. I feel like
Yeah, he had
the
a good
beginning
game
just
against
kind of
Tampa Bay. I'll tell you that.
to have that 3 touchdowns right there,
Yeah,
carried people's fantasies to win. Yeah,
that's right.
I went with Trey. I think it was just the clear. He is the only one. He's up here, and the other tight ends are down here.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's move on to best O lineman. I
Oh,
had.
this is gonna be you, Casey.
Do you have anybody? Did you get anybody?
Not that I know of. No, I didn't put anyone down for this one.
So I put Joe Tooney, former New England Patriots guard,
On the
then
Bears.
Kansas City Chiefs, and then is now in the Chicago Bears. He had an incredible year. He was a first team All Pro. He only got penalized twice this whole entire season, which is kind of
Really?
insane. Also, if you look at for me, what makes a player the most valuable is their overall impact on the team. Like how much, like how valuable are you to your team? And for me, Joe Tooney was incredibly valuable to the Chicago Bears this season. He came into a system that had a horrible offensive line. I mean, last year, Caleb Williams got sacked, like 50,
Yeah,
60
a lot.
times. He got
The
sacked
most
a
in the
lot.
league.
And he comes into this organization that has had a lot of trouble with offensive line in recent history. And he comes in and he changes that whole line. Caleb gets so much more time to throw. The Bears are such a better team because of that. And I think his overall impact on Chicago, he's a huge reason why they went on that playoff run or won that playoff game against Green Bay and were a good season or had a good season this season. And then, won the division. He's a huge reason why Chicago had that good of a year. So, Joe Tooney is my best offensive lineman, best protector. They actually have an award now. They have an award for protector
Really?
of the year. Yeah, and I hope Joe Tooney wins it because I think he deserves it. But it can
By
go to
Larry
anybody. It can go to Humphreys too. It can go to tons of guys. But
Will Campbell, So, nah.
yeah,
You see that Broncos clip of him?
oh yeah. All right. Best pass rusher, another layup. Should be no debate on this one.
Myles Garrett. No, there's no question. We don't even sack record, everything.
When you break the sack record, you automatically get the best pass.
I think that's also defensive player of the year too. I mean,
there shouldn't be a debate. It should be unanimous this season. There's nobody else that is even close to being defensive player of the year. It's never been this. It's never been this lopsided, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's never been this obvious.
I mean, I think he's certified himself if he wasn't already as a Hall of Famer. If he retires today, he's going to the Hall of Fame. He should go first ballot. But yeah, Yeah, obviously Myles Garrett.
Big
So
Miles Garrett guy. Imagine he left the Browns, how actually successful he could be.
he'd be. I mean, he he wanted to stay in Cleveland, which I don't know why, but he's
People
getting
want to
paid.
do
He's
it.
getting paid. He's just not going to
Oh
win
yeah,
that much.
money talks.
I guess so. All right, best linebacker. Put Nick Bonito,
Benito
Denver
on the
Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah, he was. I think he had an incredible season. Again, there's a crazy, crazy good pass rush for the Broncos this season. Again, huge reason why Denver went so far in the playoffs. And he's part of that incredible defense. Obviously, you got Surtain in the secondary, but you got Benito in the as the pass rusher and the linebacker. And I put Benito there. So yeah,
Nice. I remember that one sim we did with the Panthers to get
yeah.
him.
I put Derek Stingley. There's a lot of guys. It's very close between these guys. There's a lot of guys, a lot of ways you can go. You can obviously go Patrick Surtain. You can go, Christian Gonzalez. I think he has a
Falls under that
case
category.
to make. Yeah. You can go. I mean, who else is there? We can go. Derwin James, I guess. We can go tons of
Yeah.
places, but I went with Derek Stingley, first team All Pro this season, second year in a row he's done that. 15 passes defended, which is not even the most he had. He had more last year, which is even crazy. He had a great year. I think Stingley again, like I've said before, huge reason why I picked these guys is their impact on the team, and he had a huge impact on the Texans defense this year. He's a reason why they were very good this year and had that crazy resurgence in the second half of the season. So
Yeah. Stripping Drake May like 5 times too.
Oh,
Was it Stingley or was that someone else?
You mean Garrett?
No, in the Texans game.
Oh no, that's Will Anderson.
So I'm so stupid.
I'm talking about cornerbacks, bro.
Ultra casual here.
All right, did you get kicker?
Kicker, I went with Cam Little.
Yep.
I feel like on the
Cam Little.
Jaguars, you literally could make it from anywhere. I mean, Aubrey, you could have done too. Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah, I mean, when you're 8 for 10 from field goals over 50 plus yards, and you have the longest field goal of the season at 68 yards, he only missed 4 this whole entire season. None of them, he didn't miss any from under 40 yards. Cam Little obviously gets the award, I think, for best kicker this season.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
All right.
Cowboys.
What?
Sorry, Cowboys. I
Yeah.
said.
So I actually didn't tell you this. I put an honorable mention player, like one player that we didn't get any of these awards, but like deserves an honorable mention. And you probably agree with me when I say this one. Puka Nacua, because we already talked about him, but he's like, yeah, I use him as like somebody who like we didn't like. He didn't get an award, but he came like just shy. So the honorable mention player of the year, I put Puka Nacua. Yeah.
Sweet. You want to do our biggest disappointment next?
Yeah, let's do it.
Biggest.
Who'd you put?
I have the Bills.
Oh, you did like a team?
And so, yeah. Oh, yeah. I did it as a team, not even a player, like the team itself. Because, dude, this was the year to get in. And if you didn't beat the Broncos, then, bro, you lose to them in an overtime game. And it's just heartbreak. I mean, you look at Josh Allen literally starting to cry over everything. And this was the year. And another year of disappointment.
Yeah.
That's why I went with them as a whole team. Same with another topic I'll talk about later.
I put Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh yeah,
because I thought he was going to go off the season. Too. I mean, you could probably put like Travis Hunter in there too, because like even though he got hurt, but like I think the Jaguars, even though they were very good this season, they had a very good year. Brian Thomas Jr. really didn't have that crazy effect on him, and kind of had a big jump down from what he did last year. I also was thinking of putting Marvin Harrison Jr. because it's now the second season where he hasn't had the production that we've been expecting from him, which I think is definitely something that needs to be, I think it's something that needs to be talked about is that Marvin Harrison Jr. needs a little bit more. He needs better production if he wants to live up to the status that he had going in the league. He reminds me of like Kyle Pitts, like a guy who's like really, you kind of believe every year this is going to be the year that he breaks out.
I feel like that's also the Cardinals. like
That's true.
on the Cardinals head coaching system, but now they have a new one. So
Yeah. Yeah. But
what
yeah.
you're saying about Kyle Pitts,
No, yeah, I was just saying like he's kind of like Kyle Pitts. Like he came into the league with high expectations and is like not really up to those
lived up to them.
expectations. But I mean, it's not like he was bad. It's just like I don't know. I just felt like he was kind of disappointed this year. All right, biggest surprise.
Biggest surprise, let's see, the Pats as a whole team
I love that.
going 4-13 to 13-4, making
Yeah.
it to the Super Bowl. I literally no one saw this coming other than probably Pats fans. Had a little itch.
Listen, I've been saying since I said in the beginning of the year, I was like, I think we're going to be a lot better than people expect. I think we had a really good. I think we had a team. See, going in, I thought we were an 11-6 team. I looked at our schedule from the gate. I was like, listen, we have an easy schedule, but again, this easy schedule kind of like idea. It's it doesn't really matter to me because we have an easy schedule because we won 4 games last year. Like that's what happens. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
going into the season, we made so many improvements in the offseason where you get guys like Milton Williams, you get guys like Carlton Davis, you get guys like Matt Collins, Stephon Diggs. You make all these big signings of really, really great players. Harold Landry, Robert Spillane, we can go on and on. And like no shit, they're going to be good. Like we have a solid. Like we did all this work in the offseason. We just had a really good offseason. I think that's not people are kind of overlooking that fact that going into the season, we had a very solid team and we had a very solid coach. And I said we were a playoff team before the season even started. I didn't think we were going to go to the Super Bowl. I didn't think that was going to happen, but look at us now. The only thing that I said that Drake May needed to be good this season, and the sky's the limit for this team. And Drake May was better than good. He was great. He was incredible.
Yep.
And he continues to be incredible. And we're in the Super Bowl because of it. Like, but yeah, I put for my biggest surprise, I put Phillip Rivers going to the Colts. And I actually put in my notes, I put Phillip Rivers, what the fuck, and then Daniel Jones. Because like just the two Colts quarterback. Because if you went in the beginning of the season and told me like the way the Colts season was gonna work out, I would have thought you were high. Because like you're telling me that the Colts are gonna start out 7-1 with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is gonna ball out and become this like incredible player. Then he's gonna tear his ACL. Oh no, he tore his Achilles. They're gonna get Sauce Gardner, or they got him right before he tore his Achilles. They're gonna get Sauce Gardner. And then who are they going to replace him? Who's going to be the replacement as a quarterback? Phillip Rivers, who hasn't played since 2020. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable that Phillip Rivers played, football this season. And that's my biggest surprise this year. I can't believe he was actually in the year, like on the field this year. He was literally Hall of Fame worthy. Like he was eligible to make the Hall of Fame. Now he's going to be there 5 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. Not only that, he was distinguishing defenses like nothing. Like, just goes to show how IQ over, like, of course, if he was a little more athletic at this age, but like, dude, he was piecing up people.
I know. Yeah, he was good. I mean, he was fine. Like, he wasn't even that bad, which is crazy. No. But makes me want Tom Brady to come back.
Give him another go at the Patriots. Yeah. Sorry, Drake May. Learn my seats.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but all right. We have the Antonio Brown Man of the Year award. Who do you have?
I have no clue who to give this to, bro. I was thinking, I don't know. I maybe DK Metcalf. If I was going to say someone,
that's the reason he punched the guy in the face, is because they said his full legal name.
That's why.
You didn't know that, dude?
I didn't know it was over that.
It was because he said his legal name.
And he got pissed over that?
Yeah, and he punched him in the face. Then they Steelers like almost missed the playoffs because of it.
I know about the punch, but I didn't know it was because of that. I feel like if he's traumatized or something from that, I guess so. But we're saying your full name. Hey, buddy, you said my full name?
Yeah.
That's crazy word.
All right. Best game?
Hey, so I do want to say the second game of the season, Rams Seahawks. was phenomenal, but Bills Broncos is probably the best game
Really?
so far.
Wow.
Those one of those two. Even the NFC Championship Seahawks versus Rams is really good.
Yeah.
But those games, I mean, that Bills Broncos game, like I said, for the Bills, it was do or die, and they died. I
Ravens
mean,
Bills week one was really good too.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was really good. What'd you go with?
I went with Seahawks, Rams,
Seahawks Rams
Thursday Night
too.
Football.
Yeah, that
Unbelievable game.
when we watched that together.
Even the Bears Packers too. That game that Caleb Williams threw that ball to DJ.
Oh, don't worry, I have something to say about that, about another topic.
Yeah.
And those games were phenomenal.
No, Rams Seahawks was incredible. I think you look at that game. First of all, Seahawks iced out in their rivalry jerseys, which I thought were the best jerseys of the new rivalry series. I thought those jerseys were phenomenal and spectacular. But I think you look at that game, the Rams having what 3-score lead in the third quarter, completely choking it away. Sam Darnold and the Seahawks just completely turned it on. You look at the 2-point conversion. Like, when have you ever seen a backwards pass and then a Seahawks player picking the ball up, thinking that it was an incomplete pass, handing it to the ref, and they're saying, no, that's a 2-point conversion. It's successful. Unbelievable. Went to overtime. Rams scored first drive. Seahawks get the ball back. They score. They win it on the 2-point conversion. Absolutely incredible game. And also that basically won the Seahawks the division. That game won the Seahawks the division and is the reason they're Super Bowl. That was a huge game. The stakes were humongous. The game was incredible. The finish was insane. That's why I thought Seahawks Rams is an all-time game.
Don't remind me
Yeah.
of the pain and suffering.
Thursday Night Football was on one this year. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Well, actually, it's funny enough. Do you have a worse game?
I didn't really want to come to mind. Maybe the Broncos pass game. Is how bad this
I put Broncos
was.
Raiders Thursday Night Football.
Oh, is that the one where it was just a field goal?
It was like 10-7, I think, which is the same score as the AFC Championship game, but it was much worse.
Yeah, no, there's not much to talk about. It's the worst for a reason.
Not much to talk about that. All right,
I have one for choke.
Okay.
I have 2 games and a certain team, the Packers.
Oh,
Both
really?
times, the last 2 games with the Bears, especially in the playoffs, like 2-3 touchdown leads, choke in both games, especially in the playoffs against the Bears. Both times they choke, and the Bears come back. I think that's the biggest choke of the season right there. As a whole, as a team, not even a single game, but they literally choked the most in the whole. Maybe some other games too, but instantly that comes to mind is the Bears-Packers games. They literally had such – remember when we were watching, we were about to turn off the game at halftime? We're like, yeah, this game's over. No way. And they come back both times. We stopped watching during the third quarter, and we come back during the fourth quarter and watch both of those games. So I want Packers-Bears. What about you, Mr.
No, I like that. I like that idea. I think, it sucks too because you lose both those games to the Bears. Those are two huge games. You lose both to your, all-time rival. So I like that idea. I went the Buccaneers against the Falcons. They had a 3-score lead. I got another Thursday Night Football beauty. All 3 games that we had, the best, worst, and biggest choke, all were Thursday Night Football games that I put down. Bucks Falcons. I could just do Bucks in general too, because I think there's 2 teams that choked away their season. Was the Bucks and the Colts, but the Colts had an excuse. They lost Daniel Jones and they were kind of in shambles. So I think when you lose a quarterback like that, you have an excuse, especially how good Daniel Jones was playing. For the Bucks, though, you really don't have an excuse. What happened there?
Yeah.
This team was scary. This team was very scary early on. Baker Mayfield was playing incredible. This team looked like an actual Super Bowl contender, and they just kind of fell apart. And
I know they got hurt a lot, though. Receivers.
They did. Mike Evans was out. Chris Godwin was out. Ibuka was out for some time, I think. But again, I just think that you look at the team that started out so hot, and then just kind of like deflated. And as the season panned out, they had just some very, very bad chokes and very bad games. And the Falcons game on Thursday Night Football was the whole culmination of that. Just it was like 4th and 18 or 4th and something. They convert on some crazy catch. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like down 3 scores. They're down 3 scores in that game, late in the game. And they still lost, and they found a way to choke it. And yeah, I'm putting that as the biggest joke.
Yeah, that's good, man. I totally forgot I really forgot about not the Packers, the Buccaneers,
Did some
because of how much
research.
they choked.
Yeah. All
We're
right.
up for we're doing trades next or worst injury.
Let's do worst injury.
So I again went with the team Giants. Neighbors tearing was it his ACL?
Yeah.
And then also Scottaboo tearing his leg in half. Like, dude,
Yeah.
they could not buy anything. And Dart always getting concussions, basically almost. It's just the Giants. They were seen promising. They beat more 500 teams in the Patriots than in the regular season.
Yeah.
But next year they're gonna be scary. But this year they were injury riddled to the bone.
I want a similar route. I just want Cam Scatterboo because
Scottaboo.
because he just the injury was
Yeah,
so nasty. It was
yeah,
like
his
Dak
leg
Prescott in 2020. It was just disgusting.
Ugh,
But like the foot
thinking
was
about
just
it,
your
like
foot should not be in that position ever. So
I have an honorable mention. Quickshawn Junkins too.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was
It's
brutal. That was
I really saw
brutal.
that live. I'm like,
That was like the
holy,
Nick Chubb injury from a couple years ago.
yeah. It's always the Cleveland Brown running backs.
I know, yeah, it's nuts. Yeah. There's a lot of injuries this year.
Oh yeah,
There always is though. Or the 49ers. You can go 49ers, but
yeah.
they
Their whole
find a
team
way
was
to get
injured.
to yeah. All right.
All right,
Best trade.
I have two.
Ooh.
First was the sauce for 2 picks in the Jets' favor because they just completely fleeced. Plus, you
Mm.
could do the what was the other guy? Was it not Williams? I
Oh, the
forget.
wide receiver?
Not the receiver. They traded another defensive lineman, I think, or offensive line. I
Oh,
don't
Quinn
know.
Williams?
Yeah, Quinn
The
Williams.
Cowboys?
Yep. They got
Yeah.
more picks, but like Jets, I think got a steal in that. 2 picks
They'll fuck it up
sold on
for the
high.
Jets.
Oh yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
went with my second pick, Jacoby Myers to the Jaguars.
I did Jacoby Myers, yeah.
He went 8-1 with him on the
Yeah, I mean he
team
was
till the
the number one.
playoffs.
He was like the best target for the Jaguars the second half of the season.
Was the Travis Hunter replacement because he was injured, and then he became wide receiver 1 because Brian Thomas was just
Yeah.
So that just phenomenal trade. They only trade like a third round or a fifth round for him, so
Something like that, yeah. I like that.
got ultra value out of it. What about you?
I just went Jacoby Myers.
Oh, you did too?
It was a great trade. It completely took the Jaguars over the edge and
Over the hump.
got to the playoffs and won the division. So
They're gonna be scary next year, man.
yep. All right, best throw.
Best throw, it's that Drake May to Keyshawn Booty. That's the one I went with, dude.
Which one?
Or the one to Hunter Henry. The one where he did the one hand in
yeah.
the Texans game.
Really? You didn't go Caleb Williams? You didn't go Caleb Williams to Colt Kmet?
There's a reason why I didn't, because it was against my
Or
Rams.
Caleb Williams to DJ Moore?
That one was pretty nice,
dude.
too.
I think Caleb Williams did the top 2 throws of the year, dude.
Dude, I don't. The Patriots,
Caleb Williams alone.
Maybe it was the catch. Maybe it was the catch more than the throw.
Nah. Absolutely not. I had some honorable mentions though for the best catch.
Let's hear it.
I had Treylon Burks and Michael Pittman. Treylon Burks against the Broncos, and then Michael Pittman. Who do they play? I think they play the Texans, maybe, or the Titans. I think it was Titans. Crazy catches, 2 one-handers.
Oh
yeah.
What was your best catch?
Huh?
What was your best catch?
Oh, best catch. Oh, I jumped ahead. My bad. I was looking the wrong way. Best catch by Puka Nacua versus Panthers. And then I was going to say honorable mentions with Treylon Burks and Michael Pittman. Those are my honorable mentions. But Puka Nacua versus the Panthers. Oh, like literally should have been an interception. Puka stole it away. Absolutely incredible.
Snatched it down.
Yeah.
I went with Booty Tunes. That catch was just so nice.
Yeah, that's a good. Hey, we just traded phantoms right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Rams and Pats. Yeah. All right, should we get into the actual awards?
The big boys. Well, we know offensive player, defensive player, because
we don't need to go into that. Jackson with the Jigba, Myles Garrett.
Yep.
Right there. Yeah, we already talked about that. We already talked about the best quarterback and MVP. I went Drake May.
MVP, I went with Drake May too.
You went Drake May MVP?
Best quarterback, I went with Stafford. I don't know if you could see.
Yeah.
And then QB, I went with Drake May. Because I think valuable-wise, Drake May was a lot more valuable than
I like that. Yeah, I went I think Drake May. I think his value to the team is just unbelievable. I think if you put Drake May on, or if you put Matthew Stafford on the Patriots, they don't do nearly as well. And to me, I see Drake May's production, the plays that he made this season, his stats, his inability to turn the ball over, which I really thought was incredible. He had a little turnover problems in the playoffs, but again, didn't really matter in the long term. But in the regular season, he had he had very little turnovers. He had some crazy plays, won games, did what he needed to do. Was a big playmaker. Was clutch
Ooh,
too.
yeah.
Nobody's talking about how clutch he was. He had some very good game winning drives by the Baltimore game. Talk about
Oh yeah.
the Buffalo Bills game. I mean, against two good teams, two good, solid teams. So yeah, I'm gonna go Drake May for MVP.
What about Coach of the Year? I think I know who I went with.
There's no wrong answer here. There's five candidates in my mind. The candidates for me are Vrabel, Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Kyle Shanahan. Um, four, I guess. Maybe not five. Four. Those are the four guys that come to mind. I'm going
I
Vrabel.
went, yeah, I went with the one who's in the Super Bowl. Ben Johnson
Yeah.
was this close, but
Yeah. I mean,
it has
both
to be
both
Vrabel.
I mean, both him and Ben Johnson and Liam Cohen, they all turned four-win teams into playoff division winners, which is unbelievable. So, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Very obvious choices.
Yeah. And
But
did
yeah,
you have coordinator of the year?
nah, I didn't write one down. Maybe the Rams. Yeah, Rams offensive coordinator. No, let me stop.
Who Shanahan?
Yeah, I think he's no, he was
Oh
the
no, LaFleur, man. LaFleur.
yeah. I think he's going to the Raiders or
Yeah,
Cardinals
he
now.
just got hired.
He's got a yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
who I
put
went
Joe
with.
Brady as coordinator of the year. He
Who
did
is he
good at
for again?
Bills. He's the Bills coach now.
Oh, he's the Bills coach now. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Offensive coordinator.
I mean, if you look back at
Gotcha.
like some of the, like the plays he called, remember that like I literally I put him on this list because of those plays where like they had like the double pass, like the back
Yeah.
pass from the receivers. That was like pretty huge. Um, yeah, I thought Joe Brady's a really good coordinator. He's the reason. I mean, the he's the coach now, the head coach. So,
Yeah, man.
should we do the rookies?
Rooks. Let's do it.
I got
Offensive rookie of the
McMillan
year.
as
McMillan. Yep, that's
yep.
it. A pretty obvious one.
I
I would have
think
went with Ibuka if he carried up his numbers, but he just
yeah.
fell off during the season. So with Tet,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he didn't
defensive.
really have like there wasn't really a rookie out there that kind of like shocked me that like kind of like took the league by storm. But Ted McMillan had a solid season. I mean, he was the best target I think for that Carolina Panthers team. Big reason they were in the playoffs. He made some pretty big time plays this season. I'll go McMillan here.
Sweet. We got the same one for that.
And then defensive player of the
Defensive.
year.
Uh, I don't know. I was thinking about one of the ones they drafted on the Browns because they drafted
Oh,
multiple defensive rookies.
Schweizinger,
Yeah,
whatever his name is.
I was thinking him. Who'd you got?
I see the same guy, same guy.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, I
He's
mean
like
that's like the
four.
first
I
one
think
that
he was like
popped.
he finished like sixth in combined tackles. Um, yeah,
Yeah, Browns defense is scary, man. If they can
he went
actually
under the
find,
radar this season. Two picks as well. Um, there was never really a huge. There's never really a guy on that defense that kind of took the league by storm. But yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
sweet.
All right, and then we
We're
got
done with that.
the last award we have comeback player of the year. Who'd you have?
Philip Rivers.
What? Dude, Phil Rivers is the comeback player of
Yeah,
the year.
man. Nah, Stephon Diggs was my comeback player
Oh,
of the year.
okay. I
You
was gonna
kidding
go
me?
Diggs, but listen, share your reasoning. What was your
Or I could go with him or Stafford because
really?
Stafford, like last year, dude, like just last year and the year before, they're thinking about him retiring or
That's
moving
true.
on from Rip, and
Yeah,
now he's front runner or second in MVP, and next year is going to play and he wants to play for at least like 3 more years. So like,
yeah,
and then Diggs coming off a torn ACL he had 1,000 yard plus, right? I'm
he
guessing.
did. He gets over a
Yeah,
thousand yards.
going to his first Super Bowl,
Yeah,
getting a bunch of reception. I mean, that's another candidate for comeback player.
yeah.
Or Philip Rivers.
I think Diggs might get it. He deserves it. I mean, I would love if he got it. But I think for me, he didn't have a season where it's like, oh, he was like so dominant. Like I think like comeback player of the years are usually like players that completely come back and go back to their dominant selves. I think Stephon Diggs, he had a good year. He was the number one receiver this year. He was a 1,000-yard receiver, as you said before. But for me, I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey because I think McCaffrey, he only played 4 games last season. He had so many injury problems, and he came back and just was Christian McCaffrey again. He was a
Did he even miss a game?
solid back for the team. He was putting up big numbers. He was a big fantasy guy this season. I think McCaffrey deserves comeback player of the year as well. But that's what I think. Those are our awards. Before we go, I want to just give a huge shout out. Actually, shout down. I want to shout down the NFL Hall of Fame for not putting Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame. Whoever voted on not putting Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame as the first ballot Hall of Famer should be removed from the voting. You should be ashamed of
Oh,
yourself.
wow. Yep.
Yeah, you should be removed from the voting because it's obviously either pure jealousy or pure stupidity. So if you don't vote for Bill Belichick as a first ballot Hall of Famer, a guy who won 8 Super Bowls over the course of his career, 2 as a defensive coordinator, who freaking coordinated Lawrence Taylor, and then won 6 Super Bowls in New England. He's the greatest coach of all time. You should be ashamed of yourself if you don't put him in the
Unbelievable.
Hall of Fame. Unbelievable, but that's all I want to say. I want to just get that out before the video ended. But
Put Bill in the Hall of Fame.
put him in the Hall of
Now,
Fame.
do it, Casey.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable that he's on the Hall of Fame.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. But that's gonna do it. That's gonna do
Yeah,
it.
man. What is this episode for?
Episode 4. It's over. It's over. Episode 4 is done.
We're done. We're
You
going
gotta
to
wait next
5
week.
after
You gotta wait
post
next week
Super
for
Bowl.
another
We're
episode.
going to be IRL for that. We're going to be together for that
That's
one.
right. Next episode will be IRL in person
We are
in
back.
London. We will get a
We are
Super Bowl
in
vlog
London.
out here
Yes.
in London. More to come. That's coming up.
It's coming up big time. Big time Super Bowl, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe when you guys can. And let us know in the comments if we have WRL opinions. And MayDay will be seeing you later.
Peace.